Welcome back to Sims Complete. I'm your host, Matt Sims, alongside the legend, Phyllis Sims.
Oh, God.
Phyllis spelled with an F-I-L, not P-H-I-L.
Well, boy,
we'll tell that inside story another time. Actually, you know what? We have time. Why not? It's a podcast. Let's do it.
Okay, what's the story?
So, Phil, you tell us. There for a while there, is it true that you thought that your name was spelled F-I-L?
Oh, you're getting. Oh no, I never thought that. Why are you saying that?
No.
Oh, damn! What you talking about? No. So what's the story?
I honestly don't even remember it. What is it?
Is it when somebody thought? No, one of my teammates. I was signing autographs after practice in training camp,
Right.
and he goes, "You should do what Lawrence Taylor. Just put your initials instead of LT. When you do it, put FS." And I heard it and I went, maybe he didn't say that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lunch. I drive him over to lunch, whatever. We get out of the car and all the kids are there and I'm signing. He goes, yeah, man, Sims, you should just sign FS. I said, I heard that one.
Yeah.
And I
it was official then.
It was official. I told Mark Collins, who was that guy that can really spread the news and make fun of everything. We're stretching in the afternoon.
Right.
And the guy that said this to me was a defensive lineman. So I tell Mark, and Mark just couldn't get over it. So we're stretching. He's going, hey, FS. And he starts yelling it. I went, oh, my God, this defensive lineman's going to beat me.
Yeah.
Telling everybody. But he laughed it off. It was pretty funny. It was funny then.
Good.
It's kind of funny now, really.
It is funny. It is.
FS.
Yeah, FS. Phil.
Yeah. Lawrence Taylor. He got it off easy. LT. Man, that's cheating. But
it is. It is. But hey, when you got it like that, hey, it's all good.
All right, what we got going on? Let's go.
Big guy. All right. Hey, I know. And you're hungry. You got to get to that next meal. I know. So let's begin.
Yes.
With our favorite quarterback performances. So Big Phil has a list.
Yes.
How many people you got on that list? Five?
Well, I got 5. Okay, but listen, this is not about stats. It's just it's many things. We're having a little fun.
Yeah.
We're going to have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a list of 3. We'll start at 3, 2, 1, and we'll go that way.
Okay, so we're going to get 2 honorable mentions.
Yes, 2.
They weren't good enough to make that top 3 list.
Oh, they were. Lamar Jackson is number 1. He's the honorable mention.
Honorable mention number 1 is Lamar Jackson.
He was fantastic, but damn, if we do this like real, let's do the serious stuff. Hell, he'll win it almost every week, so we can't let him do that.
Yeah.
And then, all right, the other one was coming on.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Well, what about Lamar? I mean, give us something.
Well, patient in the pocket, ran some, threw the ball, accurate as you can ever want a quarterback to be. Right. Didn't leave the pocket unless he really had to. And I thought it was a terrific game by him. Big numbers, 20 of 26, 323. And I'm sure Lamar only thought about one thing when the game is over. I'm just guessing this. He hates interceptions, and he did throw one interception. Let's make sure we get it out there. He threw an interception. All that other stuff is, but, listen, he was terrific. Going against Jaden Daniels, it was fun to watch both of them. But Lamar, he was special. You want to say anything to that?
And so far, just from what you've seen on film, does it seem like the Derrick Henry impact is helping Lamar be a better passer in this offense?
It could be. It could be helping a little. I think it's more Lamar's having a great impact for Derrick Henry. I see it the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Derrick Henry's going to run between the tackles.
Right.
Lamar, where the hell is he going? Everywhere. Backwards, forwards. I mean, he's one of, it must be great to be a quarterback and you feel the pressure and you say, well, I'm going to go backwards about 10 yards, get a little separation because he does it and he does it with ease. And it looks, and once he does that, now the defense just scatters.
Right.
Now he can pick the running lanes. It's really cool to see and it's fun. But I think the thing always that Lamar Jackson is a terrific thrower of the ball. I mean, he can just take his hand and just whip it. And he's accurate, throws beautiful spirals, spins it. It's easy to catch. And he just keeps getting better. And the offensive, what I love about the offense, Matt, it's got everything you want in the offense. Everything. All the passes, easy passes, screens, running plays, running for the quarterback. I mean, Todd Monken's I think he's done a terrific job. But as soon as they have one bad game, oh, what is Todd Monken doing? They need to fire him. Actually, somebody said it on TV because he didn't give the ball to Derrick Henry on a play or whatever. I don't know.
This time last year, do you feel like the Baltimore Ravens offense has improved that much more?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it has. One, Zay Flowers is becoming more and more. He is a number one guy without question.
Yeah.
Lamar is becoming a better quarterback. I think all the plays they have in their offense is better than last year. I mean, they're just throwing everything at the defenses. And I don't know what you do except hope your offense can score 30 points. That's what it kind of looks like to me.
The exciting thing for Baltimore is that Mark Andrews, 3 catches for 66 yards, and a touchdown. He got involved more
he's back
in the passing game. So that was great. But yeah, you're right. I think the growth of Zay Flowers as a route runner and just, you hear this sometimes on Sundays, right? His route tree has expanded.
The route tree.
The route tree. But yeah, they're asking him to do more. And they're really, I think, just utilizing his skill set really to be, most guys that are built in his body type are primarily slot guys. But we see with this offense and the things that they do formationally and all that he really gets used all over the field. Sometimes as that individual receiver in the boundary, sometimes the primary guy to the strength of the formation. And then, of course, the things that he does in the slot, too. So tremendous advantage, too, to have a guy like Zay Flowers who, with his speed, really does have just unbelievable hands, is super consistent that way too. I mean, him and Tyreek are really two outliers in that world of like really, really fast, but still have unbelievable ball skills and can track the football tremendously well. So really cool to see.
Yeah, Matt, they can get out of cuts. Listen, I had Zay Flowers, if I remember right, last year as the number one receiver.
Yeah.
And I worried a little bit. I know, he's at Boston College, whatever. And I remember in a preseason game, he ran, what do you call it when he ran the fake inside and busted back out?
Like the little whip route?
Whip routes, that's what they call it. Yeah.
Turn.
He runs a whip route in preseason. I went, oh my God. This
kid's got it. Yeah.
It looks better here in the pros than it did in college.
right.
And I have an affinity a little bit. I like guys that are skinny at wide receiver.
Right.
It just seems like they don't break down. They don't get tired. And they're, of course, if you can make it work, you're just going to be more mobile in a lot of things than a big guy. Now, the big guy's going to have advantages too. Routes, catching the ball, trying to tackle him, all those other things. But Zay Flowers he's done everything that they could want out of a number one, a first round draft pick.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Lamar, played phenomenal. And you're right, just his competitive nature too, the offense, all that stuff. Yeah. It's getting better and better each and every week. And this is a football team too that really is only a few plays away from being undefeated. And really just they had that unlucky break or just lost by the shoelace essentially against the Kansas City Chiefs, and then the debacle against the Las Vegas Raiders, which
it's the NFL.
We don't need to remind them again. But you're right.
It's the NFL, man. Okay. They're not going to go 17-0. Oh my gosh! But
damn.
Hey, all right, real quick. I think they're the best team in the NFL. Who's your best team right now?
You think so, huh?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I know their defense. I'm just going. I think they can score at will if they have to.
I kind of have that same feeling sometimes too, though, when I watch the Detroit Lions at the moment.
Oh, good one. Yep.
Which very similarly have the same type of vibe to them too, where we're both kind of questioning how good the defense is too, especially with Detroit now losing Aiden Hutchinson for the season. We don't really know what the high is yet for either defense, but we both know that the offenses, they got good O-lines. They can run the ball. They can run the ball for explosive plays. They can run the ball for power.
Yes.
And their play callers have really built, I think, a really well-rounded attack that helps promote their quarterback success consistently.
That'd be a good Super Bowl, man. I mean, America, I don't know if they'd all like it because they don't follow Detroit. It's not the Dallas Cowboys and, whatever, but it would be great because of those offenses and kind of everything they've gone through, too. It would make a good story. All right, let's do the other one.
Let's do it. Your second honorable mention.
Yeah, I had to do two because once I watched this game, I literally was laughing as I was watching it.
All right,
and just it's incredible. Baker Mayfield Okay.
Yeah.
24 36, 325. He threw 3 interceptions. Now, by God, we just can't put up with that. Oh, that's right. He threw 4 touchdowns. And they scored over 50 points. How did he do it? He made a turnover. Yeah, let's cry about that, everybody. 325, even had a few yards rushing. It was it was hilarious. It's just wind up and throw it as hard as I can throw it. And he threw some terrific passes in the game where guys are open by a foot down the field, and he just ripped it in here. Before you and I came on, I actually saw somebody on TV. I won't tell you who it is. He just goes, I think Baker Mayfield's throwing the ball better than ever. Hey, wow, way to wake up. But yeah, what do you? So you got a great thing about Baker. We were talking about this. What you're saying on Baker?
It's just when I watch him play, and we were joking about this the other day. It doesn't even matter. Good play, bad play. The dude is just unflappable, right? He really is. It's just so amazing to see a character and a player like that. He threw a pick, and you see some quarterbacks, they throw interceptions, and I gotta come out and just get a check down. Just get back in rhythm. For him, getting back in rhythm is taking another shot down the field and
Mike Evans.
and just cutting it loose. Chris Godwin was the main guy in this game with 11 catches for 125 and 2 touchdowns. But 7 different receivers caught a pass in this football game. Bucky Irving out of the backfield has been, I think a real bright spot too for them. Sean Tucker, the Syracuse grad, wearing number 44 too, like the great Syracuse running backs do. 14 carries for 136, but it all builds off of just the vibe that Baker Mayfield is, right, to this team. And you had mentioned this to me. The team and Baker and their attitude are one. And that's what's really great and fun to watch. Because, all right, hey, we're down 21. F it. Let's go. It's even more fun this way. And I just feel like they really embrace that mentality tremendously, more so than any other team, I would say, in the NFL right now.
I would say this. He's changed Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles is, and I don't even know if they worry about running the ball. It's just, let's throw it. To hell with it. Why do we got to go through this thing? Oh, we got to run the ball to keep the defense honest. Well, they don't seem to. And Todd Bowles, they pan that camera on him sometimes during the game, and he's over there kind of got a smile on his face. Like he goes, what the hell? Let's just let it go.
But you have said this multiple times, right? In your career of covering the game, you need an offense and a defense that match each other, that are complementary of each other. And Todd and Baker, it's a beautiful match made in heaven because Todd, at times, hey, let's just get after him. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
That's so true.
And the same thing for Baker. All right, great. They intercepted me. I made a mistake. This, that. I don't care. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep throwing it. Let's keep being aggressive. There's no reason to hesitate. And that's why this team, to me, a 4-2 football team. Yeah, exactly right. They're dangerous. They're a team that maybe they end up being a wild card team, let's say.
Right.
But they're that wild card team that nobody really wants to see in that first or second round because of just the style in which they play. And, of course, their quarterback just having the utmost courage on every single football play.
Yeah, you're right. You just can't break the confidence of them. You really can't.
Right.
I think one of the better plays in the game, I can't remember what it was now, except somebody reverse field for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And, our boy, he ran out there and he's going to block somebody. And he goes flying down there, and he didn't whip, but it was close to a whip.
But he's just, he's just got that energy to him, and it's just, it's
great.
such a fun watch. It's very in the modern day of the NFL. And I think this is why we love him so much, and why I think a lot of people do. They either love him or they hate him. In modern day NFL, where everyone is just checking the stats and playing comfortable and just making sure that, they can't blame me narrative because I didn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
He's saying, all right, blame me, crown me. It doesn't matter. We're going to go. We're going to take our shot. We're not going to be afraid. And that's what I love about this team. And you're right, to score 51 on the road. And also too, this is a team that had to uproot their entire lives because of the hurricane down there. So, our thoughts and prayers with everyone in Tampa Bay, and what a great win, right, for the city. And Todd Bowles actually giving the game ball to the city of Tampa Bay because of just, so it's just this team, I think, has a lot of really good things going for them right now. And the quarterback, head coach, defense, offense, everything seems to kind of be, all in sync, which I think is a powerful thing so far early on to start this year.
Well, Todd Bowles, I tell this all the time, but about blitzing the quarterback, I said, what if you blitz him and he has success? He goes, I don't care. I'm going to blitz him again because I don't care what you tell me. Quarterbacks don't want to get blitzed all the time. And he's right. You're like, God, give me a break. Give me a zone coverage here.
Right.
But why I'm saying that is because the opposite is Baker. You have to be all week if you're playing against Tampa Bay going, let's don't get beat deep.
Right.
Okay. Because so many footballs go down the field.
Yeah.
And they're running. I mean, they're like, it's the old Forrest Gump. They were running and they're running across the field. They're running deep. They really, it must be a headache for defenses, but coaches have to worry about just the style of play that Tampa Bay has going for it. So
it's pretty cool. This is why, in the Denver game, it could get ugly for them because they are just very feast or famine-ish style of play. But still a pain in the butt to prepare for and compete against because of just their no holds bar attitude. Which
they had a hard time. They had a hard time against Denver. Denver was all over it, sacked the quarterback. But we've learned too that Denver's defense is so far through the year they're the real deal. They can get after it when they're healthy. And early in the year, you can surprise teams with stuff, and it's tougher as the year goes along. You get more in sync with picking up blitzes and calling and all that. So give them a pass there. Let's go to number 3.
Number 3,
the real list, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Number 3 is Caleb Williams.
Like it.
Okay, the numbers were good. Let me see. 23 of 29, 226, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. So you got a chance to watch that game, and I love these 9:30 games. It makes for a long day, but damn, they're fun to watch.
I enjoy the 9:30 games a lot for some reason.
Me too.
I don't know what it is, and I like the fact that I got a game, and then I can kind of chill and hang out for a little bit before the 1 o'clock start. So there's something about that. Whereas when the 1 o'clocks are over, I'm like, damn, here we go. Here's some more games right away, But it is fun to watch those 9:30 football games.
Well, give us what you thought about Caleb.
So Caleb really feel like he slowed down a little. Early in the year, we thought he was a little jumpy, a little quick to decide, let me run out, let me do this. And that's one of the things that we loved about him. The fact that he can create when there isn't anything there, right, to be had. Now we're seeing the true pocket passer, the quarterback that we all saw on film, who everyone, was quick to say, oh, well, all he does is try to create. Well, no, he's actually a phenomenal pocket passer. He's a great decision maker from the pocket, and he hangs in the pocket as a tough quarterback. And we're seeing that each and every week now get better and better. And not only that, too, the one thing that I said to you as I was watching the game and when we met up later that day, it seems like the whole let's go. Same thing. Offense, open it up. Let's stop worrying about bringing him along slowly. They got every gizmo and gadget and offensive play that you can think of. You could see that there's a little mixture of like things that probably Caleb likes to do, also involved with just like some prototypical NFL things too. Right. It helps that DeAndre Swift in the running game is getting better. The offensive line is coming along, and the skill group, it's damn good. It's really good. And I think Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet, those are two guys that we didn't see a ton of the past 2 weeks. We saw them again really just overperform this last game against the Jacksonville Jaguars and their presence. So the skill group, and Roma Dunze, man, he's impressive, dude.
Receiving group coming out this year in the league, it's got some promise.
No, you're right. He is a really talented football player that makes it look very easy. Yeah. And in a lot of ways looks like a younger version of Keenan Allen when he came out of the NFL with just like his body type and presence on the field. But Caleb, very accurate, very good decision maker, moved well in the pocket, did a great job extending plays with his feet, and threw the ball well on the run. All the things that we kind of check off, right, as far as just general measurables for NFL quarterbacks and who can be successful. And he did those this last weekend.
I thought it was awesome. I couldn't get enough of it watching the game. I watched it on tape too. Looked just as good on tape as it did live on TV. And you're right. What I like about him, he can stand in the pocket. He can be moved. He can stand there and he makes, he makes power throws, but he makes power throws with just a normal motion. He didn't have to try hard or anything like that. And his hand action is, again, running to the right. I actually threw with the quarterback this Monday morning, and I had him rolling right. We were working on throwing it one-handed, not running with two. Run out there, because I've been watching Caleb. It seems like I've watched so much of it at USC and here. When he runs to the right, which is harder than running to the left and throwing, in my estimation, and a lot of quarterbacks, but he can just run with that one hand, and he can whip it with power, perfect spirals, and on target. He's dangerous when he moves. But the decision and the extra dimension that he has of moving, it's not Lamar Jackson. It's I guess a combination of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. It's in between. You know what I mean? He's really he looks
we'll go with Pat Mahomes. We'll go with Pat Mahomes.
Whatever. Yeah. But he's a big guy. He looks big on the field. I've always read, but he plays big and strong. So Caleb Williams.
He's a denser football player than you think, right? Yeah. And that's the thing. And he's strong, right? Lower body strength is an underrated ability, right, in the quarterback position when you're moving. And that's what makes Mahomes really good in the pocket. He's a strong lower body guy. He's powerful when he moves. Yep, he can throw people off. Like, not a lot of arm tackles bring him down, when there's free runners running at him. And Caleb has shown signs of that same trait and ability at times here so far early on in his career. And the biggest thing, he's improving week by week. That's a real thing. He really has gotten that much better from week 1 till now. Sure. It's night and day how much he's gotten better. The offense is improving. The skill group is impressive. The offensive line is getting better. DeAndre Swift as a runner out of the backfield as a receiver, great weapon. And Cole Kmet. I mean, he's another guy too. Caleb made a great play early on in that football game. Maybe it was the second quarter. Buying time, rolling to his right. Cole Kmet was actually blocking on the football play and then realized that the play had broke down and he just slipped out of the flat and Caleb hit him on the run for an explosive play. That really kind of just got things going. Yeah. So really good sign for the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams. And we know, hey, that's a good defense. They got some dudes on defense. They can play some really solid defense. So now with the quarterback maturing and getting better, some good things happening for the Chicago Bears in that NFC North division.
No doubt. Let's go. The game plan. Put it all in.
Let's go.
Don't give me 3/4. I want it all, Coach. All right. Hey, number
two.
Yeah, and it's, look, all these guys have great games, but there's reasons why I pick them. Caleb is one. Jordan Love.
Yeah.
And I did it because, man, they're an outlier not an outlier, because we just talked about one, Baker Mayfield.
What do you mean by an outlier?
They're not looking to get 5 yards.
Right.
They don't want 10 either.
Yeah.
Jordan Love backing up, running backwards, will throw it straight up in the air, 40 or 50 yards, and don't worry, my guy will get it.
Yeah.
But 22 of 32, 258, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. But that's why I put him in there. Just so, man, I mean, it is deep, high, long throws.
Yep.
And that's what they're looking to do. And not many offenses in the league are looking to do that, And I'll give Matt LaFleur a ton of credit. He created an offense that fits his quarterback perfectly. I mean, it's perfect because that's Jordan Love's, I think, his best strength is throwing it down the field.
Definitely.
And Love's throwing off his back foot too. But a lot of good throws, explosive. The first 3 touchdowns, 3 different receivers. Yeah. And then Dobbs, I think it was, caught a second one. So, but
yeah.
I just love what they do on the offensive side. and they're always in the game because of they have the ability, they got the speed, they got the quarterback, a solid offensive line, and he can get it down the field. So that's why I picked him out. Bombs away, man, when you play the Green Bay Packers.
I really liked what I saw from a healthy Christian Watson.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah. It was good to see. It was good to see because they ran basically a field post concept where that receiver is essentially starting on one side of the field and he is going all the way to the opposite deep pylon across the field. And you could just see that Arizona, they got no shot keeping up with him. And Jordan Love threw a perfectly thrown ball right to him, right in the breadbasket. And that was for, I think it was like maybe 40-something yards on that one. But very good-looking play and play design, playing into the strengths of Jordan Love, like you said.
Jordan Love threw it across the field. He didn't throw it up. I mean,
that's favorite. Yeah.
Man, I know. Don't make – even this past weekend, I saw many throwing it down the field. If you throw it across, they're going to run it and get touchdowns. But
you know what my favorite throw of the day, though, was? And I'm not sure if it was Jaden Reed or Dobbs. I think it might have been Reed on this one. There was a shallow cross in the low red zone area, and it's man coverage. And if he threw it like flat and on a line, the Arizona defender probably would have been able to get his arm up and deflect it down. He threw a nice, like, soft tempo touch pass in the shallow cross to the front pylon where it went over the defender and hit the guy right in stride. That was a beautifully thrown football. The level of difficulty on that throw is extremely high, even though it's only about a 7-yard throw. Extremely high level of difficulty. And it's those throws when I see them where I'm like, man, this guy, he's feeling it. Yep, he's got it. And you're right. Kudos to Matt LaFleur.
That's unbelievable.
The offense it's just like you said with Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Bucks. We're not trying to cut you. We're trying to decapitate you, and that's what's great, and what I love, Tucker Kraft. Yeah, good-looking football player. Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson. I mean, this is a crew, man, that can do some damage. And the key will be just Josh Jacobs. If they can continue to be physical with him in the run game as the year continues to go, a lot of positive things again for this football team. Also in the NFC North.
I want to see more of them on TV. It seems like I know they're on, but I want them on national TV. Why isn't Green Bay on national TV more? I think we all thought they were going to be what we're seeing. It was one, I think everybody was agreed. Green Bay could be really good this year. So you think they'd put them in, maybe they are as the season goes along. I don't know. But I want to see them. It's exciting football. I love the concepts. I'm a fan of Matt LaFleur. So maybe we will. All right. So now to the winner.
Number one.
Boy, this will get people mad, but I really don't care.
Really?
Get people mad? How could they give him number one?
It's not Aaron Rodgers.
Because it's a criteria that we're looking at it in a different spectrum. Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Yeah, take it. Eat it. I don't care what all you think. 18 of 28, 255, 3 touchdowns, 19 yards rushing. And if you watch the game, he makes so many plays moving to buy time. His footwork was incredible. And he made some throws that, look, you can try some of these throws for all year long and never hit them. I thought his accuracy was big time. He found guys open. He did a bunch of it, but again, going one way, stop, turn, go the other way. He was moving around a lot, got away with it. And overall, I thought it was just a terrific day. And Twinkle Toes, I mean, that's what he looked like. He looked quicker and everything doing the game that I've seen him look in his whole career. Was he rested? What, who knows what? The biorhythms.
Was he rested? It was Thursday night.
Was it Thursday night?
Wasn't it Thursday night?
I don't even know. I think you're right. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought so. Am I blank? Am I going nuts here? Right?
It might be.
Thursday. Yeah. I'm pretty sure San Francisco, Seattle was the Thursday night game.
Oh my gosh. It was great.
It was months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like that.
I know.
So, but the touchdown throws, he had a couple of them that were really terrific. The timing, buying time, finding the right receiver, whatever. Everything in his movement, I thought it was terrific. And Brock Purdy is number one for the week.
Yeah, the key, right, to emphasize what you were saying, it is the pocket movement. It is the ability to extend plays with his legs, even on the plays where he's not finding anyone, where he extends the plays, reverses field, whatever, and it just turns out to be a throwaway. I know at home people are like, oh, well, what was that for? But, me watching the game, I'm like, well, that just wore out the defense that much more because they had to cover for 10 to 12 seconds on the back end. And I know that D-line is gasping for air and they need to be subbed out. So in a way, his pocket movement and extension of plays is helping with the overall scheme of what Kyle wants to do. And that's wear out the defensive front with the running game and their short passing game. And, Brock's doing a great job of doing that. The throw of the day was the touchdown to Kittle on the front pylon.
In the front pylon, yeah.
Yeah, because again, and this is what's fun. You're highlighting a lot of quarterbacks who on this list right here, they are not playing to make sure that the media likes them. They're okay. Hey, see receiver open, throw receiver open, go. That's right. And that's what they're doing, and that's what Brock did on that play. Because there was a lot of quarterbacks in the league, I'd say almost half the league, where they're probably not attempting that throw in the first place. But his accuracy, his commitment to it, fantastic throw to that front pylon of George Kittle.
You know what it shows you? He sees it, knows the window is small, but it doesn't worry him. He lets it go because he knows the ball is going to go where he wants it to go.
That's right.
And that's all you can do. It might be intercepted, but he still threw the ball exactly where he wanted it to go.
Right.
And, of course, was Kittle the other touchdown inside where he looked right? Boom, boom,
He did,
boom.
yeah. They hit Kittle on like a little angle route, essentially. They cleared it out, and then he followed through a cross-face on the linebacker. Really well-designed football play in that low red zone area.
Yeah, another reason I think this helped is I heard Kyle Shanahan's comments about Brock after the game. So Kyle gave him a lot of good results or talking points. And I go, well, if Kyle's doing that, he must have played really well.
That's right.
He doesn't throw him out there too much.
But it's good, though, for Brock. Big bounce back game.
Yeah.
Actually played well against the Cardinals. Just had maybe 4 or 5 plays that did not go his way.
Yeah.
2 of them being the tips that ended up being interceptions. But overall, really good game for him because everyone was questioning the Christian McCaffrey situation and how important he is to that team and all of that. So a good win for Kyle and for Brock to kind of show the whole country, hey, man, we're still a really good football team. We're talented. And with our quarterback making decisions and throws like this, we can beat anybody.
Did you know Brock's the only quarterback in the NFL that has talent around him? He's the only one.
Only one.
Yeah.
He's the only one that has good system.
So much talent around him. Oh, my God.
I know.
Can we just give him some credit and let it go at that?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, eventually that's where I make the Kurt Warner reference, and no one had a problem with Kurt Warner, the same situation with him, but for whatever reason, people have a problem with Brock in this same sentiment, but it doesn't matter. All right. Hey,
that's our list. I like this. This was good.
I like your list. So yeah, honorable mentions: Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. Number 3 in the list was Caleb Williams. Number 2 was Jordan Love, and number 1, numero uno, was Brock Purdy. So good list. I like that a lot, big guy.
All right, good. Wow, getting a compliment from you that's new for me.
Yeah, it's like a compliment for Brock Purdy from Kyle Shanahan. That means you must have played well.
Oh hell, can I get that salary? That's what I want.
Actually, no, you don't want Brock's salary. He's got the worst salary out of any quarterback in the league right now. But
I like his chances of getting paid.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.